Alright guys, I needed to do an update on my channel. I wanted to get this up there pretty quick um, because I've learned some information that I've kind of erroneously gave out, not purposefully. You'll see in a minute what I'm talking about, but there's some information that on growing these potatoes that I've kind of stumbled upon, and then I did a little more research, and I found out what I'm doing is kind of wrong with these potatoes. And let me show you what I'm talking about. I showed this just a few days ago, my potato bin idea, and they're growing like gangbusters. I mean, if you just look at my last video and compare, there's one big problem with this situation here. You've got to use the right type of potato. I did not know this. I thought all potatoes work the same in this situation, but they don't. You have early maturing types and different fingerling potatoes, red potatoes. And what I have in here is Yukon Gold. Yukon Gold, it will work in this situation, but it only puts out one layer of potatoes from what I understand. So I can keep putting soil around as these grow, and they'll keep growing and stretching and growing, but the odds are that they won't continue to keep putting out more and more potatoes. They'll basically, it'll make bigger potatoes from what I understand, but it's not going to continuously be putting out potatoes along from the stolons. It doesn't necessarily come out of the stem. It works a different way. I'm not going to get into the scientifics. I haven't done complete total research on it, but Yukon Gold is not a good choice for doing this type of setup where you're expecting potatoes just to keep coming out and growing up along in the soil. So, I mean, I've gone this far. I'm not going to tear this up and start over or anything like that. But I think I'm just going to let these guys do their thing. I might hill up some soil and kind of let them grow on up and stuff. But I don't think I'm just going to waste a ton of soil in expecting to have a bunch of potatoes keep coming out all down through the soil. From what I understand, in order for this process to work good, you need certain types of potatoes, and that's something that viewers out there will have to research. You need more like fingerling type potatoes, a lot of the red potatoes. There's several potatoes that do real well in this method of growing up and hilling and growing and hilling and growing. But Yukon Gold apparently is not one of them. It's considered an early maturing potato. I guess you could compare it to a determinate tomato. You know, it puts all its tomatoes out at one time, essentially. It may put out some more, a little bit, but it's not like an indeterminate tomato that just keeps putting out tomatoes and keeps putting out tomatoes and keeps growing. So I guess that's one way to look at it. So I didn't want to get this information out there. I didn't want to mislead anyone, because I did mention that these are Yukon Gold. That's what the wife wanted. From what I understand, they don't work the same way as other potatoes that are meant for this type of growing situation. So anyway, I just want to put that out there real quick. I'll talk to y'all later. If I get a little more research, I'll add it to my next video. But from what I've gathered so far, this is not the right choice of potato for this type of situation. Thank you.